Hello, my friends. Welcome to the What's Up in Makeup chat. I'm so happy to be back. I'm trying to get my hair to not look so frizzy, but I didn't really do it today. So it is what it is because, in life, you don't have to look perfect all of the time. And it's perfectly okay. Don't let anybody convince you of anything different in this day and age of social media where we're looking at all these people that are filtered and look perfect all the time. I want to share with you that it is, in my opinion, okay to not worry about looking perfect all of the time. Just a little pearl for you there. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about things we love about makeup and things we hate about makeup. Those things that make our hearts pitter-patter and give us the tingles where we're like, oh my gosh! And then things that we're like, are you kidding me? Are you flipping kidding me? This is horrible. Because us makeup lovers, we have a passion for these things. We have a passion for our products. We have a passion for applying our makeup and the way that it makes us feel when we do. So when a product performs well, it can make us feel a certain way, or when it doesn't, it can make us feel a certain way. And we can even extend this to the way that brands behave and things that brands do, or things we're noticing on YouTube. I really just want to have a fun conversation with the community where it's not just me talking about my opinion, which is the way that I feel like a lot of these chats have been very focused on me. I want this to be more community-based. So if you're watching this on the replay, thank you so much for watching. You can feel free to leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Even if you leave, as you're watching, you can leave comments as you go, as you're watching. Don't feel like you need to compile them all into one comment. Whatever makes you comfortable. If you want to start your own little thread, that's totally fine. Whatever you like to do, commenting on the things that we're discussing. The major focus today is going to be on the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, also known as the people who are here in live chat this morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. On Sundays is when we typically do our live chats. This could have been an evening chat, but because I didn't plan ahead, I didn't want to spring that on everybody. I'm really hoping to have a evening chat at the end of August. That is my goal, but I will keep you posted because I know not everybody can get here 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It's very early for some people. Some people are at church events, things like that. So anyway, I'm going to take a quick second to say hello to the people that are here. I am going to be telling you, if you're watching this on the replay, I am going to be reading you what they say so you won't feel like you're in the dark as far as that, and we'll be able to learn a lot from them today. So let me go ahead and go over to the live chat, and we're going to scroll all the way to the top and say hello to the people that were here first, if I could get to them. There they are. Okay, Liz is here. Hello, she says. Hello, Jen and everyone. I'm back, yes. Melissa is here, and Lee is here. Thank you so much for putting your name in here, Lee. And it's funny because I just learned a different Lee, which is L-E-A, and you're L-E-I-G-H. So I just have to put that together and know that you and Stevie's girl have the same name, just spelled differently. Hello, AJ. Good morning to you. She's having breakfast on her balcony with her beloved Butch partner, who is watching as well. Hello, beloved Butch partner. Hope that you are well as well. Thank you for joining us this morning. Amanda, good morning to you. Aspen, good morning to you, my friend. Good morning to Amber, and Aspen's drinking her coffee. And Latina is here. Hello to Latina and Julio. Good morning to Banshee Muse and Megan, who is essential to What's Up in Makeup as a whole. Megan is one of our rocks in our reporting team, so thank you, Megan, for being here. Saucer Jess in the house. Tabitha, our production manager, is here. Deborah, good morning to you. Dana, hello. She says it's her first time catching the live chat. Beth is here. And wait, hold on. I can get it. It's been a while. You haven't been here in a while. Hold on a minute. What was my trick for remembering how to say your name? And now I can't remember. What was my trick? Let me drink some coffee and see if I remember. Oh my gosh. I'm so mad at myself right now because I had it and I lost it. F-A-I-Z-A. I can't remember what the trick was. At least I remember there was a trick. Right? I don't want to say it wrong. I'm going to say it wrong, and I feel terrible because I feel like I knew it, and then I lost it. Rosie is here, and Jenny is here, and Ashley is here, and good morning to everybody else if I didn't get a chance to say hello to you. Good morning to you. And I just want to warn you, my contact lenses are kind of blurring on me for some reason. I don't know why, so I'm having a little bit of trouble reading the comments from where they are. Let me see if, just a second. Oh my gosh, okay. So hopefully I'll be able to read the comments because my contact lenses are totally blurred. So let's go ahead and start with products and the way that products misbehave on us. I think a fun one to start with are behave on us, things we love. Let's start with things we love. I before E except after 5. Oh, I can't. You're making it too confusing, Tabitha. Happy birthday to Justice. Michelle wants me to say happy birthday to Justice. Happy birthday, Justice. Okay, anyway, let's just get into products because I know people watching the replay are like, what is going on with this girl? Okay, so let's talk about lip products and things we love about lip products. What is the thing we love? For me, the thing that I love most about a lip product is how it goes on nice and smooth, right? It's going to sound like adult language for a minute. It goes on so nice and smooth, and like you don't have to pull on your lips to get it to apply, and then feeling that hydration, you know, like feeling like my lips or have like life, like the lipstick is giving them life, or the lip balm is giving them life. Those are the things that are like yes for me, that make me go yes. I'd love to know. FISA, you know what? I almost said FISA, and I didn't. Okay, that's now been cleared up. I almost said it, but I didn't want to do it wrong. That's what I had in my head. Okay, anyway, so what are the things that you all love about lip products? Like, what makes you like, oh, yes, this is amazing? The shine and hydration, Debbie says. AJ says same thing, love a moisturizing lipstick. The lipstick I'm wearing today is by Colored Rain, and it's one of their liquid lipsticks, and I want to say it's sugar something. I have it right here. Hold on. Oh, no, I spilled my coffee a little. But I didn't spill it a lot. Okay, yeah. Here it is. I shook my little table and I spilled my coffee a little bit. It's called Brown Sugar, and this is what it looks like. I really do like Colored Rain liquid lipsticks. They're not the most hydrating in the world, but they do feel very good for a liquid lipstick. They're not transfer proof at all. They don't dry down completely. I really like it a lot. I like their, but I like that. I don't mind that in a liquid lipstick. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Juliana says, hi, Jen, I love you. I love you, too. Ginger says, I tried one of Kiko's lipsticks, and it was okay, a little patchy. Could be because it was a dark red. The nail polish, I'm still playing with it. Gotcha. Got it, Tabitha. Thank you. And then Shawnee says, I love how lip products complete the look. Yes, and I am a big fan. Like, I always put my lipstick on last because I feel like that's what kind of brings it all together is, like, the lip product. It's like, well, actually, that's not true. I don't always put it on last. Sometimes I'll do my cheeks first. But I do feel like it does kind of bring everything together. I do like putting on my lipstick before my cheek product because I feel like my lipstick makes a difference in the choice that I do with my cheeks. You know what I mean? Like the eyes lead me to the lips, which lead me to the cheeks. But sometimes the cheeks lead me to the lips. I don't know. I guess it just depends on what I feel like doing for that day. Billy says that I love lipstick with a good smell. I know, I'm the minority. You know what? I like lipsticks with a good smell, too. The only ones I don't like are, like, the Milani lipsticks, where it's so incredibly strong. It makes me kind of go, whoa. Like, it's just too much. And those kind of pull on my lips too, which I don't particularly enjoy. Especially as they get a little older, I feel like they lose hydration, the Milani lipsticks. Christina says, for me, it's how it pulls my whole look together. Yes, Vanshanu says, I like lip products that make my lips feel plump and not dried out prunes. Yes, girlfriend, yes. Jessica says, color. Yeah, the perfect color from Sherry. Absolutely. Like that you know, when you get, like, I don't know, I've always been a big fan of colors in general. Like, just seeing all different colors and then having the colors all lined up and seeing all the pretty colors. And oh. Lish says the Bite Agave lip mask. Yes! And then somehow I just skipped all the way down. I lost my place. Stupid chat window. Lasting power for Kylie. Yes, a lot of people are in love with the lasting power. That's not the thing for me, but I totally get that, the lasting power. Juliana says, long lasting, no pain, no gain. And let's see, Chautique says, I am tired of lip products fading, disappearing, so I tend to not even wear any most of the time. Yeah, I totally hear you. Debbie loves a bold lip, absolutely. So let's talk about some of the things that we hate about lip products. Some of the things where we're like, Like, these are the things that make me just go, I never want to wear lip products again. Just like she was just saying, you know, like the things that are just, blech, you know. And for me, the biggest thing that I hate about lip products is that when they flake. Something about like lip product coming off really grosses me out. Like when I went to Generation Beauty in Toronto, I got my lips done at the Smashbox studio that they had there, and I had glitter all over my bottom lip, and I kept eating little pieces of glitter, and it reminded me of when you go to the beach, if you've ever been to the beach and you get sand in your mouth, and then like an hour later you accidentally chomp a piece of sand, and you're like, ugh. That's the way the glitter lips were like on me. Like, I don't like things falling off of my lips. I don't like flaking. Like, I'll deal with it. Like, it's cool, but it's not something that I would choose to do. Like, people were like, Jen, you should do glitter lips more often. And it's like, yeah, I could. I do like the way it looks, but just the chomping on the glitter is bleh. So what do you guys hate about lip products? Like, what's your pet peeve? Liquid lipsticks. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Let's go up. I hate when you dry your lips out and they actually look dry. Yes. Trish says butthole lips. Absolutely. When they're all puckered. Like, brrr. Cindy says I hate matte lip products except for Ofra. AJ says I hate pilling when you reapply an uneven wear. Yuck. Like when you apply a liquid lipstick and then you apply it over it and then it starts like bubbling up. Like not bubbling, but like getting like little pieces everywhere. That's what happened to me with the Makeup Geek liquid lipsticks. Even just a second coat of it, like it was just done. A lot of liquid lipsticks do not layer well, but the ones that do are like, yes. But if you know, layering liquid lipsticks is probably not the best idea overall, but some of them layer really well, but if they don't, it's disgusting. I am totally with you. Liquid lipstick that makes your lips feel and look like used sandpaper. Yes. Karen says, just put my coffee on, woke up late, I'm glad I didn't miss you. I'm glad you're here too. Sherry says, anything that is super sticky or fades funny. Oh yeah, like super sticky, like, what was it, the Real Her liquid lipsticks. When it went like this, and my lips were actually like, you could see them pulling against each other. Like it was just the stickiest thing ever. And lip glosses too. You know what I hate about lip glosses is when my hair flies in my lip gloss and like, drags it all back, or like a really like wet lipstick where it like just goes shoo, and it gets all over my face. But that's not necessarily the product's fault. That's usually the wind's fault. But still, I don't like that. Sabrina says, I hate sticky lipstick. Oh yeah, me too. Fiza says, the sticky liquid lips, the dry, crunchy feel because of flaking annoys me so much. Yes. Somebody said something about Anastasia and then I lost it again. Oh man. Erica says, lip sense. Latina says, Juliano, I think your color choices look beautiful today. I hate when I see lipstick on my forehead. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I film, Latina and Julio, sometimes I film and I realize halfway through the video that I have lipstick on my head. Like maybe I swatched something and like went like this. I know it's happened in chat before where I realized it. My video that did really, really well recently, the 5 reasons why YouTubers succeed on YouTube or whatever it was. I always forget what I named it. But if you look really carefully, like right here on my head, there's like a little bit of makeup and there's a piece of hair that's like stuck to it. And when I was editing, I was like, oh my gosh, really, Jed? But then no one's mentioned it. Like, no one's noticed it. So now you guys know to look for it. Like, it's like this little, like, thing right here. I don't know. I noticed it. Did I just put lipstick on my head? I hope I didn't. Jamie says, especially when lipsticks bleed and pill into the corner of your mouth. Oh, that's the worst. When it pulls up here and you don't realize it. And it's, like, right there. Ugh. An awesome lip primer will keep any liquid lip from being drying. Yes. What is your favorite, Ashley? I would love to know, if you're watching this on replay as well, what are some lip primers that you really, really love? I like the Bite Beauty one. I think that one's a really good one. Xavier says, OMG, desert lips, cracked and dark AF. Yes. Ooh. Heidi says, lipstick on the teeth and bleeding into fine lines, so yucky. Yes, when I went downstairs before I started filming, my husband was like, girlfriend, you got lipstick on your teeth. He didn't say girlfriend, but he was like, you got lipstick on your teeth. Hopefully I don't anymore. But that's the worst, especially if it's been a while since you've applied it. And it's been a while since you've applied it, so you're like not even thinking about it. And you accidentally, and then like, and get it. And it's just been good. I'm totally with you. Claire says, Claire says, I hate slippery lipstick that smudges all over. Yes, and the bleeding into fine lines, I'm starting to get that more. I don't have that really bad yet, but I know it's coming. It's like on the way. So I'm hoping to be able to find some really good lip liners along the way, or lip primers to help to avoid that. Jess says when lip products leave a film on your lips. Oh my gosh. Another thing is when I'm wearing a dark lip and it fades unevenly, and like I have like regular lip color like right here, and then it's all like dark on the outside, and it just looks weird. It's like ombre gone bad. All right, let's go ahead and move on to, let's do eyeshadow. Eyeshadow. What are some things we love about eyeshadow? Eyeshadow's my favorite. I love eyeshadow. I feel like a good blend, when they just blend so effortlessly into each other, and then at the end of the day, and it still looks blended, like they haven't muddied together, there's still that beautiful separation of color, and it still looks like that perfect blend at the end of the day. Like, that is money for me. That is the thing where it's like, it makes me so happy. And I love bright pigmentation. I love, like, really bold, poppy pigmentation, especially, like, right in the center of the lid. That bold pop of color makes me happy. It makes me really happy. Debbie says Kat Von D is the best. I'm not sure if she's still talking about lipstick or eyeshadow, but I would agree that the eyeshadow pigmentation is fabulous from Kat Von D. Felicia says pigmentation. Yes, Felicia. Hi, Felicia. How are you, my friend? Let's see. Amanda says, yes. Kylie says, I don't usually have an issue with bleeding, so lip liners are only used for me to make applying lipstick easier. There you go. Jessica says, Juvia's Place, amazing. I recently got a comment on one of my Juvia's Place videos that she had an allergic reaction to Juvia's Place. She was asking me what I thought it was. And the only thing I can think of that it might be, because their ingredient list is really, really small. On Juvia's Place liquid lipsticks, the ingredient list is so small, so I'm thinking that it might be the pigment in it that she might be allergic to, because I would imagine Juvia's Place uses a higher concentration of pigment than a lot of other eyeshadow brands. That's just a guess. But I thought that was kind of an interesting thing that she had an allergic reaction to it, which is very sad, because Juvia's Place is totally amazing. Tam says, Jen, I missed you. Thank you, Tam. I appreciate that. Tammy says, I love when they blend beautifully and last forever. Lorac doesn't get enough love. They're my favorite. Lorac really is a great brand. My biggest complaint about Lorac is the amount of powder pickup, but they really do blend very nicely. They just take a little bit of practice to not get fallout on your face, to not get makeup everywhere. You just gotta be really gentle with that product. Lauren says, I have to watch with a mirrored face. I try to wear it on liquid lip days for easier checks. I'm not quite sure what that means. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm being slow or what. Oh, I just missed a lot. Oh no, I missed a lot of things. Tiffany Dawn says, shadows that make my lids look wrinkled more than they are. Oh, that's things that you don't like. Yeah, I hear you, definitely. Especially with some metallic ones. Brianna loves metallic eyeshadows. Yes. Claire says, I love pigmented eyeshadows that don't get muddy. Absolutely. Shawnee says, eyeshadow is my favorite too. Pigmentation, ease of blendability, and staying power. Missa says, just got the Lorac Desert Sunset yesterday and it's so pretty. I haven't dipped into those yet. I've got some requests for review, but I feel like I've got a lot that I want to do right now, so I don't want to buy any new products right in this moment. I had some things gifted to me, which were really, really nice, so I'm playing with some of those things, and I got a PR box from Benefit for brow stuff that I'm playing with. I'm playing with some stuff that Clinique sent me, so I want to make use of that and get to know those products before I buy anything else, so I'm kind of holding off on the Lorac for a minute. I also have the Subculture palette on the way that I'm really excited to try. I've seen some mixed reviews. Today I watched, what's her name? Her name just totally went out of my head. Now I feel like I have to look in my history to find out what her name is. But I just watched her review of the Subculture palette, and she said that it was a powdery mess. Like she tapped her brush in it, and powder was just going everywhere. Hold on a minute. Let me look at my history, because I've got to know, because I can't remember. Alyssa Ashley. I didn't have to look. Yeah, Alyssa Ashley. It just popped back into my head. But anyway, I watched her review of it, and it was crazy. And then supposedly I got a comment recently about that, today, about that the Modern Renaissance and the Subculture palette have different formulas. So I'm really interested to get that and try that out. But I don't think I'm gonna get the new Lorac ones, just because I feel like I want to focus on what I'm doing right now with that. And I have the Jaclyn Hill palette review that I'm still working on. It's got so much in there, it's just taking me a while. Let's see, I love Aviation Kat Von D shadows, also Tarte and Juvia's Place, says Abby. Lauren says I have to, the mirrored face thing. I didn't get that comment for some reason. I don't know, I didn't get it. Snoopy wants to know if I have ever been to the St. Ives mixing bar. No, I haven't. That was one of the stories in What's Up in Makeup today. Oh, no, it skipped down. Okay. Yeah, Doc says Alyssa has a tough time with Subculture palette. I saw that. And Tiffany says she hit pan after one use. Yes, I saw that. But she was, I mean, to be fair, she was going like this as a demonstration of how much powder was kicking up. So, I mean, she was tapping in there quite a bit in order to hit pan. But that still should not have done that. AJ says the Balm cream eyeshadow sticks so smooth. Oh, no, it's scrolling. So smooth and long-lasting, plus there are baseball-themed names. Yes, the shadow sticks. I have trouble with those creasing on me for some reason, the Balm shadow sticks. Especially if I try to layer powder over top. I don't know why. It's weird. Erica says the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. I hate to admit it, but I do really love that palette. Kylie says, won't lie, I was kind of disappointed by the Subculture palette selection. I mean, 2 yellows. Yeah, I'm going to have to get my hands on it to try it out. All right, so what are some things we hate about eyeshadow? Some things we hate when it's like, ugh. And I think the biggest thing that I hate about eyeshadows is when they blend away. When you put it on and you think you've got color, and then you put on another color, and then where'd the first color go? I don't even know. And then you keep blending, and it's like, where'd the second color go? I don't even know. That's the thing that kills me about eyeshadows when they blend away. I find that with a lot of drugstore eyeshadows, which makes me really sad, because I don't get, like, I feel like companies, like big companies like Revlon and L'Oreal, like that they specific, like, I don't know, maybe this is just me being conspiracy theory and, you know, not living in reality and not understanding, but I almost feel like that they, like, specifically make them bad on purpose. I'm not saying all of them, but some of them they make bad on purpose so that you have good things compared to with the more expensive brands, so you feel like you're getting your money's worth when you get the expensive one. I don't know. Am I off base there? Like, I feel like there's got to be some kind of conspiracy there, because I know that L'Oreal and Revlon, not L'Oreal as much, but Revlon and CoverGirl, like, they've been doing makeup forever. There's no reason why, with the amount of money that they have and the amount of experience they have, that they couldn't make a good quality drugstore eyeshadow palette. You know what I mean? Like, not L'Oreal. I should take L'Oreal out, because L'Oreal has made some pretty decent eyeshadow palettes. I feel like L'Oreal, for me, is the strongest drugstore brand out there as far as consistency in good products. All right, let's talk about some other things that we hate. Lack of pigmentation, fallout, muddy, and creasing. Yes, that's what 3 Drops of Sunshine said. Marinella says, I hate it when eyeshadow goes all over my eyes without me even knowing, since I can't see myself in the mirror, and sometimes it's smeared, even more embarrassing. Yes. Ginger says, when it transfers up to where I don't want, i.e. when it's supposed to be on the lid or in the crease, and ends up on the brow bone. Yes, and I find that a lot with cream shadows, like the Stila ones that I love. Those transfer up onto, like, above my crease sometimes. And I'm like, no, it's terrible. Cheyenne says, oh no, I lost Cheyenne. What happened? No, it skipped down. No, there she is. I hate when shadows look chalky and patchy. Yes. Alexandra says, maybe people make an excuse for drugstore because it's less expensive. But I don't feel like they have a lot of money. These brands have a lot of money. Like, more money than these indie brands. I really feel like if they wanted to, they could make really good quality drugstore stuff. Like, they could if they wanted to. I think they're doing it on purpose. I do. Because I feel like they need to, like, say, well, it's cheaper, so of course it's not going to be as good. You know? I don't know. I just feel like if they really, really wanted to, they could make much better stuff for that price point. I do. I don't know. Maybe it's just my lack of understanding. I could totally be being very ignorant right now, but that's just the way I feel in this moment, in this time. Christina says, when they muddy together, when you're trying to get that difference in the fading color and they just muddy together. Yes. Amy says, hard, dusty, no color, don't stay that color. Yeah, when they change colors, oh my gosh, and fade after 20 minutes. The Smashbox, the little mini palettes, I had such a hard time getting them to stay the color that they were in the pan because as soon as I blended it out, it just looked black or gray. Like it was like they had these weird gray and black undertones, especially in like the, was it the bold one? I guess it was the smoky one, which of course, you know, you want it to be more smoky, smoke is gray. But I don't want the green turning gray and the purple turning gray. You know, I want them to be green, and I want the gray to make gray. You know what I mean? So I hate that too. I'm totally with you. Hard pan, I hate hard pan. Sherry says, I don't love that some just disappear. I had a palette from e.l.f. that played a David Copperfield within an hour, just poof, gone. Yes. Especially when you really like the look you came up with, and then the next thing you look, it's like, where did it go? All that work, and it's already gone 3 hours later. Like, what? Trish says, I'm done with eyeshadow palette launch madness, done. I know. They, you know, I feel like I talked to privately to Kimberly Clark, I guess it was a couple months ago, and I told her if she is ever in New York to let me know because I want to hang out with her. But I feel like, you know, I've had people tell me that What's Up in Makeup is like Kimberly Clark, but the opposite because it makes you want to buy everything. But I totally disagree. I feel like What's Up in Makeup, my makeup news show, if you don't know, is kind of like what she does in that it shows you how much stuff is coming out so that it helps you to realize that you don't need every single release because there's so much coming out and kind of helps you pick and choose what you want. I know that it can definitely encourage people, like when they see something that they didn't already know about, can encourage them to go buy stuff. But I think it also can have the opposite effect too. And I hope that that What's Up in Makeup doesn't induce too much consumerism because I feel like, you know, a nice joining of Kimberly Clark and me would be such a beautiful thing because I don't want to encourage people to overspend. But then at the same time, What's Up in Makeup kind of does that, I guess, to an extent. But then, you know, I think knowing about everything makes you not want to buy as much. I don't know. I'm talking in circles, but I'm really hoping that it doesn't, you know, really make people go over wild with consumerism. Just keep it in perspective that there's so much coming out, you don't need everything. Let's see. Heidi says, Juvia's Place stained my eyelids green for 6 days. I would believe that. I would believe that. You just got to get yourself a good eye makeup remover, girlfriend. But, you know, I'm sorry about that. Yikes. I can see that, though. It's very, very pigmented. Kathleen says, when they're muddy or when the shadows are powdery, you're so right about Revlon. Yeah, I agree. I'm with you when they're muddy. Oh, no, it skipped down again. It's so frustrating. Mary says, Kimberly Clark Jen collab. I would love that. And we've talked about it. I would really like to one day, though. We just have to get in the same place at the same time, and I think it would happen. Let's see. Sherry says, I don't think it caused me to want to spend. That's good. Banshee says, I'm still mad at the Colored Rain and probably not buy the Queen of Hearts palette. Yeah, and I think the whole limited release thing, I think makes people really upset, especially with eyeshadow palettes, when they say something's going to be limited edition, and then it comes as not limited edition, it comes as permanent. I feel like with Colored Rain, I don't know if they intend, I think that they probably did intend it to be, my kids are out there yelling, I don't know why, hopefully you can't hear them, but I don't know if they intended it to come back as a full, you know, permanent item. I do feel like that some bigger brands do that, where, like, for example, Morphe, I was watching something the other day, and they were talking about the very limited release of the 25 pan palettes, and they're still around, and I think that was last Christmas. They were supposed to be a very limited release of the 25 pan palettes, but they're still around. I don't know. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I have a gut feeling, that's all I can say, a gut feeling that they never intended those to be limited edition. It's just the way that they continued to exist, and there really didn't seem to be a break in when they went from limited edition to permanent. You know, like they didn't know that people were going to like them. You know, I don't know. I kind of give Colored Rain a little bit more of a break than Morphe for some reason. I guess because they took so long to bring it back to full stock, and they are a smaller brand. You know, I don't know. Yeah, Colored Rain Queen of Hearts is going to be permanent as of fall. And I love that palette. It's amazing. It's so good. It's so good. It is on pre-sale. I definitely recommend if those colors are calling to you, I definitely recommend it. Amy says, what's your favorite high-end shadow primer? I think I need one. And not Eden that dries my lids out. Have you tried the Kat Von D one? That one's a pretty good one. If you like the muting out of discoloration. I would say try Kat Von D, the stick. That would be my second favorite next to Eden. Or you don't want to get the Ulta one because the Ulta one is very similar in formula to Eden, so don't get that one. Banshee Me says the Too Faced and Kat Von D collab was supposed to be very limited edition and you can still get it. That's right. You are right. And that's annoying to me. I don't like that. Okay, so now we've talked a little bit about eyeshadow. I feel like another one we can talk a lot about is mascara. I feel like mascara is another one that I have such a love-hate relationship with. I think my biggest pet peeve, oh wait, no, things I love about, because I think we already talked about things we hate. Yeah, we did. Okay, just make sure we did everything. Thinking out loud. Mascara, things that I love about mascara is when I get that voluminous, like I think everybody, all we want in a mascara is length and volume. I think those are the two things, like as far as the actual performance of it. Then we don't want it to flake and we don't want it to smudge. Like, I feel like those are the things. Length, volume, no flaking, no smudging. Except for those people that have those naturally long lashes, and like if they wear glasses, they don't really want a lot of length because then it hits their glasses. That's never going to be me. Never. Erica says Lash Paradise. I'm really enjoying my Lash Paradise. I'm really enjoying my Essence mascaras too. The Lash Princess by Essence is amazing. I feel like, I honestly feel in my heart and soul, and I've said this multiple times before, that you never need to buy a high-end mascara. I have never met a high-end mascara that overperforms my drugstore mascaras. Never. I found some that are the same, that are just as good, but I cannot justify a $20 price tag on a mascara when drugstore mascaras are so stinking good. Let's see, let me go down. Okay, no flakes, yes. I love my Essence Lash Princess mascara, Brianna says. Taiki says, either it won't stay or it won't go. Yes, when it's hard to remove, oh my gosh. When you feel like you're ripping every eyelash out of your eyes trying to remove it, or you're giving yourself a million wrinkles, like just by trying to rub the mascara off. Oh my gosh, that's the worst. I hate it. Sometimes, I'll be honest with you, if I get in a situation where my mascara won't remove, I'll just leave it on. I'll just go to bed with the mascara on that's left, and I'll just let it be, because I'd rather just let it be on my eyes than rub and tug at my lashes. I'll just let it be, and I'll try again in the morning. Because I don't know. I also have sat there and put oil on my lids, like oily makeup remover, like eye makeup remover on my lids, and then just let it sit there for 5 minutes, trying to get it to break up the product, because I am with you on that one. Jenna doesn't like the Lash Paradise. Oh, that's interesting. Alana at Makeup Girl Rock says, I love when mascara actually stays on my lashes. Yes. Fiza says, when my lashes look so good, people ask me if I'm wearing falsies. Yes. That doesn't happen to me, ever. Because my natural lashes are so short that I can never get a mascara to really, truly make them look fake. Except for, I'm going to be very honest with you, the Unique mascara. Actually, I've had people ask me if my lashes are fake when I've worn that. I will tell you that. As much as I am not a fan of Unique products, they changed. Supposedly, if you've tried it before January of this past year, it was a completely different formula that was terrible, and they reformulated it in January. I feel like that one is probably the closest to actually creating a false lash look for me. And I hate to say that. It hurts my soul to say that, to be honest with you. But really and truly, I feel like that one has done well by me. I don't think that it's worth the price, though, because I feel like now that I've used it a lot, I mean, it only lasts for 3 months, and I feel like the fibers are getting into the mascara and compromising the product. So even though it can give me that false lash look, I still don't recommend that, like, you invest in it if you don't have that extra money to blow. Like, if that's the only mascara you're going to get, like, I don't think that that's good, because it doesn't last long enough for me. Like, I can't even use it anymore because the fibers have gotten so deep into the mascara. But I'm just honest. Like, I can't not be honest. So I hate saying it, but Heidi says she's been loving the L'Oreal Lash Paradise and the Lancome Monsieur Big. Very good. I haven't tried the Lancome Monsieur Big.
Cindy says, I used to like the superhero, but I'm not enjoying it anymore. It gets so clumpy on me. Yeah, superhero, I first saw that on someone when I went to IMATS, and I met Kristen Game, and Kristen was wearing the superhero mascara by IT Cosmetics, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks amazing on you. It looked so good on her. And she's like, yeah, you know, the brand new IT Cosmetics superhero. I was like, yes, it's awesome. I need to get my hands on it, but it did not perform for me the way it seemed to perform for her. It gave me some length, but it didn't give me volume, and it was just okay for me, unfortunately. Fiza says Elf's Mineral Mascara is also really good from what I hear. Really? Very nice. Stacy says Lash Paradise blows them all away for her. Lisa says Too Faced Melt Off works well to remove mascara. That's good to know. I did have Too Faced Melt Off, but I didn't find, for me, for the mascara I was using it with, I didn't find it to be any better than like my Clinique Take the Day Off, the remover, the oily remover stuff. I personally prefer that. I feel like it's easy, like faster. I feel like with the Too Faced, it just takes too long to deal with, to get it to work. Masochist says Rimmel Scandalized Retro Glam is her new fave. Nice. And Tish says I'm hooked on Roller Lash. Jenny says I hate it when I have a trial size mascara and I love it, and then I buy the full size and it's a goopy mess and doesn't work the same. What up? I don't know, and you are not the first person to say that I've heard about the sample size being different from the full size. I personally have never had that because I very rarely will buy a full size that I've tried as a sample, because I feel like as a reviewer, I don't need to, once I've tried it, unless I'm absolutely in love with it, I don't need to purchase it. And like I said, because I love my drugstore mascaras so much, that I've repurchased drugstore mascaras, but I don't think I've ever repurchased a high-end mascara. Ever. I don't think. Ever. Meredith says Nick's doll eyes gave her incredible length. Awesome. Belen Rodriguez says Tartist made her eyes itchy and watery. Oh, that's the worst. I've heard a lot of people having issues with itchy, watery eyes with mascaras before. If you've ever had that experience, I would love to know what mascaras do that for you, because that way you can warn people also that have sensitive eyes. Because we're all working together in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness to help each other to not have itchy, watery eyes. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Let's talk about, I don't know, what should we talk about next? We could talk about blush, we could talk about highlighter, we could talk about eyeliner. There's so many different things. Tammy says, what drugstore mascaras are my favorite? Well, I'm waiting for people to comment on that. Favorite ones are Essence Lash Princess, Jordana Best Lash Extreme. Those are probably my favorites. Those. Trying to think of any. The L'Oreal Voluminous Original and the L'Oreal Lash Paradise are also very nice. I also like the L'Oreal Butterfly. L'Oreal makes nice mascaras. Talk about powder products. Okay, liner, blush, highlighter. I feel like with powder products, Lisa, like I feel like I'm not a great person to talk about powder products. We could let you guys talk about powder products because I don't have particularly oily or particularly dry skin. A lot of powder products wear very well for me, so it's one that I personally have trouble talking about. I just saw Nicole from Yay or Nay Nicole. I can't believe you're here. What is it, like 6 o'clock in the morning in San Francisco? Oh my gosh. And you're at Gen Beauty this weekend. What is going on? Oh my gosh. She wanted to talk about lashes. Oh, foundation. That's a good one. We haven't talked about anything close to foundation yet. Let's talk about foundation. We still can talk about a few more topics. So with foundation, what I love about foundation is when, for me, I like a nice medium coverage. I like when I can still see my freckles through it, but my skin tone is overall evened, where, you know, you can tell that I'm wearing something to even my tone, but it's not so perfect that it looks like a canvas. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of beauty influencers on YouTube have that perfect canvasy foundation on, and I don't prefer that for me personally. I think it looks beautiful for Instagram. I think it looks beautiful for YouTube. But when I see people in person that have that very flat foundation look, I personally don't enjoy that on people. That's just my preference. But you do you, girlfriend or boyfriend. You do what you love, but that's just not my thing. But anyway, I like that, and I love a long wearing foundation. I feel like that's the clincher for me that makes me love a foundation, is when I feel like I still have the same look on at the end of the day, or at least close to it, as I did at the beginning. Michelle says full coverage but not cakey. Thank you, Michelle, and thank you for all you do for the Facebook group and What's Up in Makeup. I appreciate you so much. Jane says, I'm still trying to find a foundation, tint, and moisturizer that could cover my dark spots from acne, from past acne. Yeah. I had my friend Wendy that I was best friends with in college. We don't communicate anymore, but she was in love with the Benefit Erase Paste. That was her thing to cover up her acne scarring. So that would definitely be something I would recommend to you to try out underneath your foundation. Tiffany says, if you haven't tried it, you may have already tried it. Tiffany says, I love, by the way, Tiffany Dawn has a very good YouTube channel. You should watch it. I love good coverage, not too thick. Love Too Faced Born This Way, not so much Kat Von D. Yeah, I tried the Kat Von D, the Lock-It foundation. I wasn't as big of a fan of it, and I ended up returning it. I don't even think I ever talked about it on the channel. I just didn't really like it. I do love Too Faced Born This Way. That's probably one of my favorite Too Faced products of all time is the Born This Way. I do like the way it looks. It definitely doesn't make you look born this way. For me, I feel like it's a little bit more full coverage. That you can definitely tell you have makeup on. But I do really like the coverage, especially for filming. I very much enjoy that one. I use that one for filming a lot. Sarah says, foundations that emphasize my pores, no matter how much I buff it in, that's my deal breaker. Yes, definitely. Stephanie says you like the Bare Minerals foundation. There's a few Bare Minerals foundations. I had the serum foundation from Bare Minerals. That one was really good until it got old, and then it got gross and disgusting. I like the Bare Minerals powder foundation. I'm trying to think the Bare Minerals. I don't think I've tried a Bare Minerals liquid foundation, but I do like the powder foundation. I like it as a top or over top of liquid foundation to kind of beef up the coverage a bit. I like Bare Minerals overall as a brand. I don't think they get enough love. I feel like they've been around for a while and people like don't see them as being as trendy of a brand, but they do make some really good stuff. Oh my gosh, it just skipped down again. Black Diamond and Pearls wants to know, should I try Double Wear or Born This Way? My personal preference is Born This Way, just because it's not quite as full coverage as Double Wear, but if you want something more full coverage, I would say Double Wear. Valerie says, I don't think Flawless Foundation exists. I've yet to find one. I think that Flawless Foundation is the same thing as looking like a mannequin, for me. I've seen it with the MAC foundation where I feel like every single flaw is covered, but at the same time, to me, that looks very unnatural. I think flaws can make your face look so beautiful in that it makes you look like a real person, where I feel like if everything is covered up, you just don't look real. You know, that's just my opinion. So you know, Valerie, I don't know if you need a flawless foundation because you're beautiful. You are beautiful, no matter what they say. Revlon Color Stay for dry skin is Leah's favorite. Pink Hornet says, my favorite is the original Chanel Vital Lumiere. I've heard such good things about Chanel foundations. I have not bit the bullet to buy one, but I've heard wonderful things. What did Annie just say? I lost Annie. L'Oreal True Lumi is amazing. I've heard great things about L'Oreal Lumi too, which I have never tried. Why have I never tried it? There we go. Annie says, I found Estee Lauder Double Wear too sticky and balmy and it cakes on me. It definitely has a little bit of a heavy feel to it. That's very true. Snoopy says, I can't wear full coverage foundation because of my under eye wrinkles. Yes, when it like cakes up under your under eyes. It's starting to get worse for me. When I first started making YouTube videos, I feel like I didn't have enough fine lines under my eyes to really see a lot of under eye creasing and things, but now I'm getting a little more, so I'm starting to see that more, and it's like, no! Linda says, long wear. My makeup lasts until lunch, and then I walk on my lunch break. When I get back to work, I have streaks on my forehead, caking under my eyes, and a shiny nose. I feel like I need help. Yeah, I think that, like, sweat is the enemy, and oil is the enemy. You're welcome, Tiffany. Mwah. I think sweat is the enemy and oil is the enemy of a lot of foundations. I think it's just finding one, because I think foundation is one of these things that's very, very personal. I think it's just about finding one that matches well with your skin pH and your skin balance. You know what I mean? Like, because I think, you know, no matter what anybody says about any foundation, I think you really have to try it on yourself. And that's why I love, if you have a Sephora near you, that you can go in and get samples of the foundation. before you buy it. I think that that's wonderful because I really do feel like you need to try it on yourself in order to really know what it's like. All right. Jamie says, I like medium to full coverage, uneven skin tone on my forehead. Oh, I lost it again. Darn. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about things that we don't like about foundation. Beth, by the way, is looking for a foundation for oily, acne-prone skin. If you have suggestions for her, please leave them in the comments down below. So Beth, make sure you come back and check. So things we hate about foundations. For me, my big thing with foundations that I hate is oxidation. When I feel like I put it on and it looks beautiful, and then 3 hours later I have neck face. You guys know neck face, when your face and your neck are totally different colors. I absolutely hate that. It's like, really, what just happened to me? Now I look like a new Belinda. That's pretty terrible. I can't stand it. Jenna says, Devil Wear hasn't oxidized on me. Nice. Duke Queen says, I cannot find anything that won't crease under my under eyes. I bake, I don't bake, I shape tape plus a million other concealers, and I still have a problem. Holly says, crepey eyes. Sinking into pores. Yes. Monique says, foundations that don't include women of color, all colors. Yes. And I really liked, if you haven't seen Stephanie Nicole's video on, what was it? It was like, I think it was like a bomb makeup video. I'm pretty sure it was, I think she called it like a bomb makeup. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but it was pretty recent. And I know it has Bomb Black-owned beauty brand in the title. And she was talking about why brands don't carry foundations in all of the colors. And they were talking about just money-wise, you know, how much it costs. She was talking about, you know, how much it costs to like rent the shelf space, you know, and how much shelf space you have, and you have to fill it with what's going to sell the most. And what's going to sell the most are the shades that are in the middle. The shades on either end aren't going to sell as much, so they invest in the middle instead of the very light and the very deep. And that's why a lot of times you can't find the very light or the very deep. You have to go online to buy it if they make it at all. So, but I thought that was very interesting that she said. Jenna says breaking up is nasty looking. Yes, when you look at your face and you see like that it's all broken up, oh gosh, that's the worst. I hate that. Yes, AJ, Bomb is Black-owned makeup brands. I just can't remember what exactly she titled it. I just know it has Bomb in the title. Jan Fold. I hate when I look good in the morning, go to the bathroom 3 hours later, and have to play Where in the World Did My Foundation Go? Where in the world did my foundation go? Oh, did I do it right? How did I do? She said sing to Carmen Sandiego. I did it. I think I handled it. Jamie says, I can't find, I find if they carry more shades, they're only available online. The lightest Wet n Wild Photo Focus makes me look yellow, the one they carry in store. Yeah, let's see, I just got the Hourglass stick. Mrs. says she's excited to try it. Amy says when it looks dry and cakey, yes. Kathleen says the oil from my T-zone shows through. It doesn't matter the coverage formula if I powder, so oftentimes I'll go with it. I teach, so I don't usually find the time to touch up. Yes. Oh my gosh, girlfriend, going to the bathroom, finding time to go to the bathroom when you're a teacher. Like, that is the problem. But like touching up your makeup, forget it. One thing I've learned a lot about oily skin from Cassie from Thriftic is that she uses the blotting papers a lot. That's something that's foreign to me because I've never had to use that. Thank goodness I've never had to feel like I needed that. It's a product I can skip. But maybe even just keeping those in your purse or whatever, so when you go to the bathroom, you can just kind of boom, 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 boom. I don't know if you've tried that or not. You probably have. Lisa says, I always blend my foundation down my neck. Yes. Definitely. But I can still look like an Oompa Loompa. Like, especially like if I blend down my neck and it matched my skin, so I didn't notice it, and then the next thing I know, I've got like patchy, like orange, like here, and it didn't fade well because it did match my skin at one point. Blotting papers do help, Banshee said. Elisa says, did anyone get to try new colors of the Milani 2-in-1 foundation? Thoughts for us party girls? I did not have a good experience with the Milani 2-in-1 foundation. They color matched me at Generation Beauty, and I still did not have a good experience with it. It still was not the right color and oxidized. It was not good for me. Yes, Annie, you can link the Stephanie Nicole video. Absolutely. You can feel free to link that in the chat if you like. Thank you, Annie. I appreciate it. Katie says, oops, Katie's talking to Aspen. Oh, pasty. Lisa said pasty. Not party girls. Pasty girls. Oh no. Tabitha says the link won't work. Well, we can put it in the video. You can come back and put it in the comments, or I can put it in the comments, or I can put it in the video description later. All right, let's switch topics. Oh, Kat says the hourglass stick still makes me look flaky. I don't know if you meant cakey or flaky. I did not have good luck with the hourglass stick or the Anastasia stick. Neither one worked well for me. Oh, Annie said it didn't work. Bummer, man. Well, we can put it in later on. We'll put it in the comments or in the video description later. Thank you for trying. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely, Monique. I will definitely link that video, the 7 Nicole video. All right. So anyway, let's move on to, why don't we do cheek products in general? So like blush, contour, highlight. Things that make me love cheek products. The biggest thing for me is lasting power. I feel like lasting power is essential. Like I feel like cheap products last the worst on me. They are the ones that fade the fastest. They are the ones that I don't see later on in the day. And I don't know why that's what it is. I don't know why they're the ones that fade. So when I find a cheap product that lasts a really long time on me, I like leech onto it. Like the Balm's In-Stain blushes. In love with those. Let's see, what else do I really love? I love the Anastasia Contour Kit for lasting power for contour. For highlights, the Ofra highlights last a really long time on me. So that's kind of my like love. Highlights, I'm a big from Space Girl for highlights. I'm actually wearing one of the new Becca highlighters on my cheek today. I actually tapped it onto my lid as well because I was like loving it. So I forget which one it is. I should go look without knocking my coffee over. It's right here. Hold up, hold up. Ooh. Oh no, what did I do with it? No, I thought it was right on top. Yes, it is. Okay. So I'm really enjoying this. This is the Becca Light Chaser Highlighter for face and eyes. This is Opal Flashes Jade. That's what I have on my cheeks. I'm really loving this. I don't recommend the lip products, but I really like the highlight. I like a From Space highlighter. I know a lot of people don't, but I do a lot. For contour, I just have to find the right shade. When I find the right shade, I leech onto it and I go crazy on it. Shawnee says Becca's Opal stays on really well on her. Rachel says highlighter is her weakness. Erica says e.l.f. liquid blush is long lasting, but you have to work quickly with it. Good to know. Thank you so much for that. Black Diamonds and Pearl says I love the Kevyn Aucoin Contour Palette. Oh my gosh, me too. If you can get your hands on the Kevyn Aucoin Contour Palette Book 2, I've seen it on sale here and there. That one is really, really good. I love that one. The eyeshadows in there are wonderful, along with the contour powders and everything, the highlight powders. Highlight powders are more subtle in there, but they're really, really good quality. Sabrina the Makeup Mom, definitely check out her YouTube channel as well. I love a peach colored blush. I don't care much for highlight. I don't care much for highlight. She uses it just a little bit, but if she forgets, it's not a big deal. Yeah, and there was a time when I was like, what is the most useless kind of product that you own? Highlighter. Like, I was always like, highlighter is the most useless product I own. I very rarely use it. I think it's a dumb product. You're never going to hit pan on it ever. You'll ever need one thing to highlight. Girlfriend, if you saw how many highlighters, or boyfriend, if you saw how many highlighters I have in my drawer right now, it's like nauseating how many highlighters I have, because I am so addicted to highlighters right now. Because they've been so on trend. I've like wanted to try them all, and it's stupid. It's so stupid. It's such consumerism. It really is, with me and my highlighter collection. I mean, oh, but it's a different shade of champagne. This one's a lighter shade, and this one's got a hint of peach in it. So, what, really? All right, let me scroll down a bit. Clippy loves MU, loving the Natasha Denona highlighter so much. And Aspen says, I love a good matte bronzer and a matte blush with a blingy highlight. Me too, absolutely. Dilwee wants to know what my favorite In-Stain shade is. Probably Pinstripe. I love Pinstripe. How do I know that off the top of my head? I don't know. But I do love Pinstripe. Let's see. Jamie owns one highlighter. You're good. You're solid. You don't need any more. Don't give in to consumerism like I have. You only need one. Nicole says, I never need another highlight in my life. Yes, we're in the same boat there. Jenna says, I have a lot. Duke Queen says, Patrice makes contour highlight compact, and the contour in it is absolutely outstanding. Great to know. I really want to get some more Catrice. I've been really getting into Essence, but I want to get more Catrice. I don't own enough of them. Shawnee says, does anyone ever pan to highlight? I know I haven't. Marinella says, I need to head out to eat breakfast. Okay, bye Marinella. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Linda says, the Tarte Pro Glow, I lost it, liquid highlighter is a stunner. It's beautiful. Use your finger, not a sponge, to put it on and tap. Don't rub. I put my translucent powder over top and it lasts the whole night out. Nice. I haven't really done a whole lot of the layering of highlights. Now that you mention a liquid highlight, like a lot of people I've seen recently doing the powder and then with the liquid on top, or the liquid with the powder on top. I think it's mostly the liquid with the powder on top, and just to give you that extra bling. I don't find I need all of that, just because I feel like a lot of the powders that I have already have a lot of glow, and I feel like the liquids, they blend so nicely into my skin. I feel like the layering of it makes it not blend as well into my skin, if that makes sense, so it looks more laid on rather than as part of my skin. Hopefully I'm articulating that well. Yara says, I'm not a highlighter fan, and I feel like highlighters, especially the really blingy ones, can really accentuate pores. So things we don't like about highlighters, we only have 5 minutes left, are highlighters, blushes, contour, things we don't like. Let's talk about those. You know, I feel like the accentuation of pores for highlighters is a huge, huge thing. Thankfully, right now, I don't have very big pores. I can see them starting to get a little bit bigger year by year. So I would imagine that's going to be more of a problem for me as I get a little older. But for now, I'm doing okay, but I feel like that is a big, big deal. Julie says Wet n Wild highlighters are good too. That is awesome. I have one Wet n Wild highlighter, and it's good. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely good. I also really like the Essence highlighter. I feel like the Essence highlighter and the Wet n Wild are kind of on the same level of awesomeness. I feel like the Wet n Wild one is a little bit more poppy than the Essence, the nude one that I have. But I feel like the quality is equally as powdery. Like, I don't feel like it melds into the skin as much as my more expensive highlighters, but I do really like them. Jamie says highlighter is an oversized eyeshadow. I use eyeshadow as a highlight sometimes, and that's really smart. It's very smart, Jamie. I completely agree. Kylie says she does not like straight up orange bronzers. They don't work for me either. I know that they can work for some people, but they do not work for me. Nicole says, at 50, I'm very careful with highlight placement. I am sure, girlfriend. You know what I hate is when I accidentally, oh, there's a plane going by. When I accidentally get my highlighter under my eyes, it's like, no! Like, I go a little bit too far, and it's like, oh, darn! I've definitely done that before. Banshee Me says, I don't use contour anymore. I think I'm over that. I think at this point, contour is the one thing that I really don't do every day. I think I do it more when I film, but like if I'm not filming, I don't typically contour. Paula says, if you bake over your cheeks, then dust away. Highlighter doesn't show pores as much. Great tip, Paula. Thank you. Stacey says, Jen, have you heard or tried of the new Stay Matte Maxi Bronzer from Rimmel? I just saw it in the drugstore 2 days ago. I have not seen that. I have been in Iceland for the past week with my family, so I am very much out of the makeup loop and have not seen that, unfortunately. But I'm getting back in the makeup loop, so hopefully I will see it soon. Aston says, I love highlight, but I hate glittery ones. No piece of glitter on my face, especially when it ends up everywhere. Yes, oh my gosh, when glitter starts migrating away from wherever you put it, like especially glitter lips. When I feel like glitter lips, I know we're not talking about lips, but when it starts going everywhere, like, oh my god. But yeah, highlight, when you put on, highlight glitter, when you put it on your eyes and it falls like down under your eyes, like I don't want glitter here. Like that's not my style. That's not something I enjoy. And I don't want glitter down here. Like, I want glitter here, not a lot of glitter, maybe a little glitter, more shimmer than glitter. And I want glitter here, and maybe a little here, but not here, and not here, and not here, and not here. So the migration of glitter is definitely a problem. All right, I have to scroll down a bit. Nicole says, to fix that, hitting too close to your eyes, I use my Beauty Blender with leftover foundation to fix. Excellent tip, Nicole. Definitely make sure you check out Yay or Nay Nicole's YouTube channel as well. She has a fantastic YouTube channel. Absolutely recommend. Misa meant to say, oh, that's half of what you were saying. Yes, Hourglass highlighters and bronzers are beautiful. Yes, and I feel like they're a little more subtle, so that's really nice for people that don't want a big pop. Sabrina says, glitter is my nemesis. Yes. Christina says, maybe I'm strange, but I hate glitter altogether. You are totally not strange. What was it? The BoxyCharm video that I did where we talked about the Angel, what is it? Artist Couture highlighter. It's more of like a kind of like a topper almost. It's mostly just like a glitter. I didn't enjoy that just because it's a little too much for me. I'd rather a shimmer than a glitter for my cheeks. That's just me personally. Biza says, Katie, I sometimes contour with my blush and I skip contour. So you are draping. Isn't that the term for it when you do blush as a contour? You do like a lighter blush here and a darker blush here. I think that's called draping. Trendy. Jamie says champagne truffle and the original chocolate bar works well for a highlight. Yes, it does. It's got that pink shift. It's very pretty. Stacey says that's cool tone contour. The Kevyn Aucoin one is fantastic. Check out Medium if you are my skin tone. The Kevyn Aucoin one is wonderful. The one in the Anastasia contour kit is very good. Also, the one in the Kat Von D Shading Light contour is very, very good. But definitely for cool tones. Also, I know these are like crazy prices, but the Burberry one is also very nice cool tone. I got a sample of that one. I got a small one. I got like a little Burberry kit. It was like $30 or something for a little mini contour and a little mini lipstick. But yeah, I really, I like those. So I'm sorry that they're not, that they're kind of stupidly priced, but those are my favorites. Maybe it doesn't matter to you, I don't know. There you go. I love this. Mary says, it's been an hour, but we're going to end on Mary's comment because this is awesome. She says, glitter everywhere when you're doing a matte eye look. Where the hell did that come from? Absolutely, Mary, I'm totally with you. It's like, wait a minute. Why is there glitter there? Like, usually it's from when I haven't cleaned off my brush well enough. That is too funny. All right, it has been an hour. Thank you so much for being here for chat. I hope you enjoyed this chat topic. It was different. I've never done this chat topic before, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'm realizing as I look back at previous chat topics that I'm starting to recycle the same old ideas and do them again with just updated products, and I'd really like to stay away from doing that. I love to do new chat topics. So if there are any topics you'd like to discuss, please definitely let me know in the comments down below so that I can do some new ideas. If you're here in live chat, definitely please pop back and leave anything that I didn't address. If you left some gems of some ideas in the chat, definitely come back and put them in the comments so that we can all learn from you. I can't read all of the comments, unfortunately, because I just can't read that fast and it goes too fast, so I miss a lot, and I'm sure that I missed some really good stuff. So if you wouldn't mind coming back and leaving those in the comment section, I would really appreciate it so that we can all learn from you. And yeah, next week we are going to have chat again. That is the plan, unless an emergency arises. We'll also have the full-length What's Up in Makeup episode next week. I'm anxious to get back in the routine of a full-length What's Up in Makeup. They're very, very fun to do. Lots of good stuff coming up on the channel. I have Iceland vlogs coming up for you. If you're curious about our trip to Iceland, I have those coming up. They're going to be broken up into maybe, I'm thinking like maybe 3 parts. And then my Jaclyn Hill palette review hopefully will be up this week. It's kind of getting, it's a little bit out of date at this point, but I still feel like there's things I want to tell you about it because I know it's going to be restocked. I also have coming up in the coming weeks, I want to do the Kat Von D, the Glimmer palette. I'd love to talk about that. And some other things coming up. I'm trying to think other things that I want to review for you. I have so much good stuff I want to share with you. So definitely make sure you're subscribed if you're not already subscribed. And thanks again so much for being here. And mad love to you. And I will see you in the video really soon. Bye! I can't end it. Oh, there we go. Stop broadcasting. Bye, guys.